music as much as I would love to play music. I have no idea who will be joining at all, but let's get started. If you are looking to build better habits, this is an excellent way to do it. No idea how my sound quality is coming out, but let's go ahead and start my recording. So if you want to build better habits, this is an excellent way to do so. I do this when I really can't manage to get myself back on track, or I'm sliding, as it's called in ADHD land or in most mental health land. It's slipping versus sliding. You're okay to slip up, but when you start sliding, that's when it becomes an issue and it's hard to climb out of it. So I want to build mine for August. I do build in some things in there, but this is mainly how I track it on Google Sheets. So what I do is I pick, if I'm feeling good, I'll pick, 16, 17 things I want to track. This month I would like to cut down a little bit, but all of these look excellent. I've actually been going to bed a little bit earlier. So what we have here on the left-hand column is we have all the habits that we want to start to develop. And then these are the dates, right? So you have 31 days in August, I believe. Let me just double check that. Yep. And then all of these columns, it just has complete, incomplete, day off. So I built this. Like, I'd have to build it for some people if they wanted it. And then down here at the bottom, you have your points earned, and you have your expected points, and then you have your total points. Let me just fix this little formatting thing. There we go. So you have your total points right here, and then you have this right here is your total available points. So all of these columns should be right. Let me make sure. Yep, that's right. And then right here is actually your total points that you've earned so far. So this will come out as a percentage. So if I were to do 300, it's 60%. This is a great way to build habits, but also a great way to just track your overall, what are you struggling with? Where are your pain points? Can I get better at this? So on and so forth. So mine are 6:30 a.m. wake up, usually up before this. This shouldn't be a problem. Run, lift, walk London, bullet journal, clean for 10 minutes. I'm terrible at cleaning, so that's why I put that in there. No unnecessary spend, social post, 10 minutes to meditate. This one I really need to get better at. That's the one I've been struggling at a lot, and it can definitely help me. 30 minutes reading or learning. I usually run with headphones in for audiobooks, so this one will be easy. 15 minutes on MICE growth, so just company growth. Budget review, just reviewing my budget, making sure something with ADHD, especially with me, is most people with ADHD really struggle to manage their budgets and their money. So definitely something that I'm working with. 75% of work tasks. I would love to sit here and tell you that I get 100% of my work tasks done every day, but things come up, and so 75% is fine with me, as long as I'm getting the priority tasks done. No weed, no beer, 11:30 bed. I'm going to make this, I think I'll make it back to 11. These ones are crucial because these are definitely vices for me. I do go through and on the weekends, if I'm not expecting it to be a really heavy month, I will just go through and make days off. So obviously for running purposes, I have days off. For lifting purposes, I don't lift every single day, so I have days off. So just kind of want to know what the weekends look like and what the days are. So lifting, I usually do every other day. So, and you can just take this, and I can just move over here and move over here and move over here. So essentially I'm just building out, right, what I have 4 days off for lifting. And what I'll do is, so let's say it's August 1st and I want to build out, or I want to track my day, and I wake up at 6:30, I run, I don't lift, but I walk my dog, I did my bullet journaling, I did clean, I had no unnecessary spend, I didn't post on social, but I did meditate, I didn't read when I was running, let's say I did spend 15 minutes on there, did look at my budget, did do my work task, definitely did this, and then definitely did this, right? So you can see right here I have 12 of the 16 points. Not perfect, but you don't start at perfection. You grow from it, and it's very hard to have perfect days. But you can see also like days off here. See how this one's 16 and this one's 15? It's because I built in a subtractor right here. So this, if I put another day off here, it'll go down to 14. And then you can see over here, if I add this up properly, let me make sure this is the right column, AH20, which has nothing in it, and AI20, this one right here, that one needs to be added down, and then you go, this should actually be this column right here, so that is AG20, right, AG, nope, it's 19, cool. So essentially the focus is on getting a certain percentage of the month done, but it also allows you to track through where you're doing well, where you're not doing well, where you fall off. I mean, I'll show you June, I have periods where I traveled, things that I struggled with. You can see right here, almost never meditated. Always was getting my social posts done, was waking up early, doing a great job at that. Work tasks, eventually that just fell off, because I get busy and I didn't do it, but I got to hold myself accountable, and this is an amazing way to hold yourself accountable. These can be whatever you want them to be. You can be as strict as you want. I used to have make my bed on here, but now I live with my girlfriend, so I don't need to put that on here always because she helps me out with that. So this is a great way to build better habits. If you want this document, let me know. I can definitely help you create one. I just leave this tab open when I really want to focus on it, and I come back to it. Another great way to help hold yourself accountable is to add people to this, so that they have their daily trackers and then do a challenge at the end of this. This is a foolproof way. I mean, this is one of the ways that they teach psychiatrists and aides and teachers of kids with mental health and things like that to really hone in and focus on what they need to focus on and be productive. I remember when I was in the Island program, this was kind of one of the ways that they allowed kids to eventually get back out into mainstream classes. So they did a point system, and you earned your points throughout the day, and if you went 20 days with getting all your points or getting a certain amount of your points, you got to go up to the next level, and so on and so forth. Also a great way for you to set goals for yourself, track goals, so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm going to continue to build mine out, just my days off and things of that nature. And I'll show you guys what it looks like. I will clear these. I don't always bullet journal on the weekends, and I don't always wake up early on the weekends, but in August I want to be more efficient with it, so I am going to take Sundays off in August. It's always hard when you're trying to build habits to take days off. If I wanted to be hard on myself, I would just leave this wide open. And you know what? I might because I want to do well in August, and I want to come back and see how well I did. So I'm going to leave it like this. See what happens. Running every 4th day I want off. Yeah, 3 days in between, 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 3 days in between. Perfect. And then those are all correct. Walk London, she gets walked every day. Clean for 10 minutes. I really have to do this. Like, I can't take days off from this, otherwise my house will be a mess, but Jesse will not let that happen. So, no unnecessary spend, definitely helpful for me. Unnecessary spend being like retail or DoorDash, things of that nature. Yeah, so again, building out a Google Sheet that tracks all of your habits that you want to track for the month. You could make this literally 5 if you wanted to. 5 tasks to keep it simple, especially if you're just starting out. Like, if you're really struggling and you're in a really dark space and you want to climb out of it, like definitely don't start with 16, 17, 18. Start with the 5 habits that you really want to work on. I want to run, I want to lift, I want to bullet journal or just journal in general. And you can build these out. If that doesn't work for you, you can build out a whole bunch of little tasks. But what I found with a whole bunch of little habits is it becomes overwhelming to check off all those boxes. The psychology behind this is that checking off these boxes are little wins. In the Navy SEALs, when they are going through BUD/S training, which is Hell Week, one of the things that a lot of them talk about is how, they're losing a lot of sleep, they're missing out on a lot of things. It makes it very easy to quit. And one of the things they talk about is every single thing that they do in this draining process, they consider a win. If they get out of bed, it's a win. If they brush their teeth, it's a win. If they, take 2 steps forward when they're running, it's a win. And so this builds that same philosophy, just being able to check it off, track the performance down here, and yeah, go from there. So I have the black outs are for my days off. You can see in here it's just drop downs, complete, incomplete, day off. But overall, pretty straightforward. And August is where I will run this one. Again, don't feel bad if you don't fit everything in there, but definitely use this as a tool to build better habits, to grow as an individual and work on your mental health. I wish more people would do this. And of course you're going to fall off. I mean, I'm not perfect. Look at June again, like rough, really rough. So that is pretty much it. I realized that I didn't give a lot of people a lot of time to join, so I'm definitely going to splice this up and put this in some more digestible content for you. But if you need the sheet or want the sheet or want me to build one for you, this is an excellent sheet. Just DM me or ask me to send it over to you in an email. Thank you very much.